Is anyone still left in that transitory? I mean, wait, we've retired that word. Temporary? I mean, sustained. Yeah, sustained inflation camp. Let's go. Inflation rose 7.9% in February as food and energy costs. Now, notice I'm going to point something out from the headline here. Food and energy costs pushed prices the highest in more than 40 years. The consumer price index for February rose 7.9% from a year ago, the highest level since 1982. Excluding food and energy, core inflation still rose 6.4%, but it's just used cars, don't worry about it. Gas, groceries, and shelter were the biggest contributors to the CPI gain. That's kind of odd. It's almost like the stuff everyday people use. Worker paychecks fell further behind as inflation-adjusted earnings fell 0.8% in February, contributing to a 2.6% decline over the past year. But remember those wage gains. Okay, so if you remember, the consumer price index, it takes the 12-month average. So that's what that 7.9% is. But this is the fastest pace again since 1982. And you look at it, and again, it's food, it's gas, it's housing. Everybody uses this. Real inflation adjusted average hourly earnings fell 0.8%. That came even though headline earnings rose 5.1% from a year ago, but were outweighed by the price surge. So congratulations, those raises mean probably nothing for most people if you did in fact get one. If not, you're being screwed even worse. Now, this is my favorite part. This is the most important thing. I want you to ask yourself mentally, how long have you been hearing this? How long have you been hearing about this? Policymakers have been expecting inflation to abate as supply chain issues ease. The New York Fed's supply chain index show pressure has eased in 2022, though it is still near historically high levels. No, you think? What's eased exactly? Could you be more clear? All right, so I want you to comment down below. How are you doing with this? You know, I've seen a pretty significant raise. I've had some other stuff going on to where I'm doing okay, but I'll be honest, looking at my bills, if those things wouldn't have happened, I'd be screwed right now. It's getting pretty intense. So I want to ask, how many of you are doing well? You know, are you doing well on the markets despite the volatility? How's that going for you? I'm going to do an update video on my 401k balance because that's been pretty interesting, but that also goes into why I trade and invest. And so I just want to ask you, how are you doing? Comment down below. I think this inflation is crazy. I think the Fed's either going to overreact or underreact. I don't think they're going to properly react by any means. And I think it's hard for them to know what a proper reaction is. But regardless, that's their job. So I'm not going to give them a pass and say, oh, everything's fine. But remember those wage gains, guys, because they're going to outpace inflation. This is good. Not really. Anyways, thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again real soon. Bye.